So today is day one. Feel like I'm kind of cheating on my girlfriend, Eleanor. But this is the new boat, day one. I like boats that name themselves. This one is called Emmy. So let's take a look at what I'm getting myself into. So over the next couple of weeks, we're going to be moving this boat all over the place to get her fixed up because she is in dire straits right now. It's not too bad, but she's got the Donzi name, so that's a nice name for a boat. All right, so let's go up on deck and see what else is wrong. So just on deck of Emmy, and you'll see some of the problems I'm facing right now. She's got no battery. Engine looks pretty good. I don't even know if it starts, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, she looks pretty good. So let's take a walk around a little bit. Some bits and pieces here and there. Dash looks pretty good. And she's going to clean up. And we'll see what's going to happen. A lot of cosmetic work ought to be done on this boat. So yeah, next couple of weeks we'll do a couple of videos on. So it's like day 4 with Emmy. So the carpet cleaned up really nicely. Just doing some cleanup. Later today we'll go inside and clean up that side of the boat. But we got all the cushions out. I gotta fix that chair right there. Yeah, just some basic cleanup. I do like this anchor. I think I'm going to take it up to Eleanor and bring one of those anchors down here for Emmy. So, got a lot of stuff cleaned up. Carpet turned out pretty good. And a little bit later, we're going to start on the inside of Emmy. So, yep, got everything's clean. All right, sprayed her down a little bit, and we'll start a little power wash on the inside. Let's see what happens here. So, still got a little bit of issues back in the engine room. So let's start here. You may notice she has no battery. Here we are. It finally came. So it's gonna be the last thing I do here before you go north to get all this mess cleaned up. Got you a new prop. So we'll get all the tools, we'll get everything set up, and we'll change this prop out, and then hopefully next week you'll be out of here. So changing a prop out of a boat is pretty easy. I just need some simple tools. So you're gonna need a broom. You're gonna need a shovel. You're gonna need a pry bar. A set of loppers come in handy. And a come along. Yeah, well, that didn't work out well. So the joke is on me. I now have to put all this crap away. No, you simply just need a screwdriver, a hammer, and a wrench, and a block of wood, just in case it's a little tight. But anyway, we'll get that fixed out today. So she'll be done here. So now I have to figure out how I'm going to get her up north, and we'll go from there. Another adventure in Emmy's life. And we got to fix the little fin down here. We got some other stuff to do. Okay, Emmy. We are about to change your prop. It's not hard to change. We don't need all the tools that we had in the beginning. But you just need, this one has a little lock. Most of them have cotter pins, but this one has a little bit of a lock to it. So you just bend that down. Tap it down. Do the other one. And we'll tap you down. Okay. Now, use wood so you don't damage anything, but just a little bit of leverage. See, sometimes these guys are tight. So let's see what we got. There we go. Pop right off. Huh. There we go. So this whole prop will go off into the trophy room upstairs. But no, there's an insert here. And there should be a plastic piece in here too. Which is here. So we'll see if we can knock him out. Ah! Knock it out. Go. Now on top. So just slip that into the new one. Put you back on. I'll slip the spine back on. Get the. Yeah, come on. Put you back on. Oh, come on. Mm. Okay, I see you. There you go. It's in place. Put the lock back in place. There's little 2 notches on this one. Some of them have cotter pins, but this one has 2 locking notches. So we got that. Wrench. Make sure the locking pins are in place. Tighten her up a little bit. And I like to do this. Let's see. I like to use wood just so you don't damage anything. Tighten her up a little bit. And we'll right on one of the locking flanges. There you go. That's done. just take the little flanges and you bend them right up, just so that the net doesn't move. Tap it back into place. Do the other one. This one's be bent up a little more. Come on, come on. Maybe a little bit more. Yeah, Amy, you're still a mess. There we go. Tap that in place. We're done. Amy, let's see what you got. So this is what happened last Friday. I went and picked up one of my sons, and we wanted to go check the boats because it's January now, and I just want to check, make sure the covers are on it, and because we had a lot of high winds and stuff like that.
Right.
So we went, and the girls aren't fighting with each other because they are on the opposite. So they are looking at each other, but they're not fighting with each other. So that was kind of cool. So everything was set there. But when we left, and we're up in farm country, I mean, it's rural. I mean, even the height of boat season, I would see maybe one car pass as, we're going home, they're going to the marinas.
Right.
And then there's a lot of, farm equipment and stuff like that. So that doesn't count, but traffic-wise.
Yeah.
So we got on the road, and we were going to go to a restaurant for just grab a quick dinner. And there was a tree in the middle of the road while we were it wasn't a big tree, but I pulled in, and I'm like, that's a tree, and what are we going to do? It wasn't a big tree, so I was like, we don't need a chainsaw or anything like that. So I pulled in. There's another car parked over there. 2 seconds later, there's a car behind me. 5 seconds later, there's another car behind him, and then there was another. So we had 5 cars stuck by this tree in the dead of winter. It was just odd that we all got out of the cars, and we're like, who's got a chainsaw? Because there's no houses up there. I mean, everybody's going to the farm, or maybe the marina to check in or something. Because the road dead ends right there. Okay. So it's just nothing but huge warehouses for these farm. It's huge up there. I mean, these things are. You could park a 747 in one of these. One of them. I think there's 4 or 5 of them. That's how big these buildings are. So everybody checked their pockets. We had no chainsaw on us. I left it back at the house. So anyway, it was small enough to where we had like 5 guys, so we just kind of pulled it off to one, and we had one open lane. But I found it odd that dead of winter, 5 cars got stuck in. It's a long road. I mean, to get back into what they call civilization, you're driving like another mile to get into the main road. So there's no reason to be there other than going to the marina or going to this farm complex, the farm.
Yeah.
So it was funny. We're all getting out and going, what are we going to do? So we said, we'll just clean up to one lane and move the tree over to one lane. So we just moved it. But I found it funny that, nice people of Canada. I love this country. It's fantastic. But it was kind of funny that we all got out and we're like, there's a tree in the road. What are we going to do? And we're all looking at each other. It's like, there's nobody. We all had the same thought. It was like, there's nobody on this road. And we have 5 cars stuck by this one little tree. And it was like, that big around. Yeah. But it was long. So I found it funny that we all met at that time, and we all tried to do something. So it was funny that we all came together and moved the tree over, and so there's one open lane. So I let them go, and then we went on our way. But it was funny. But I've never seen so many cars.
Weird.
I mean, it would be beautiful August day or beautiful July day or something like that. There was nobody on, maybe one car, but we had 5 of them stuck with snow and everything on the roads and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, it was windy.
Yeah, I think that's the reason. It was a dead tree. You could tell there was no bark on it or anything like that. So it just got hit by the wind and blew over. So, but anyway, that's that story. So